They laughed when he failed. Headlines buried him. Even his own reflection stopped believing. But America has a strange habit. It turns broken people into legends. This is not a story you've heard before. This is the story of how failure forged a living American legend. In a forgotten industrial town where factories shut down faster than dreams, Ethan Cole stood alone on a rain-soaked sidewalk, holding a cardboard box with everything he owned. Inside it held notebooks, rejection letters, and a pair of work boots worn thin by hope. At 29, Ethan had already failed at everything America told him mattered. His startup collapsed. His marriage didn't survive the pressure. His savings were gone. And the people who once called him promising now called him another statistic. Every night, the same question haunted him. What if this is all I'll ever be? America doesn't talk enough about this. Moment to moment after failure, when motivation posters feel like lies and success stories feel like insults, Ethan slept in his car that winter. Not because he was lazy, but because he refused to quit. Each morning before sunrise, he drove to a closed public library, sat in the parking lot, and wrote, not business plans, not excuses. He wrote truths. He wrote about shame, about losing respect, about the fear of becoming invisible. And slowly, something changed. Failure stopped feeling like an ending. It started feeling like evidence. Evidence that he tried. Evidence that he cared. Evidence that he was still alive. One night, desperate and tired, Ethan recorded a raw, unedited video on his phone. No music, no filters. Just truth. He talked about losing everything and still waking up. He uploaded it and expected nothing. America surprised him. That video didn't go viral overnight. It spread quietly, shared by veterans who felt forgotten, by single mothers rebuilding from zero, by men who were tired of pretending they were fine. Ethan wasn't selling hope. He was surviving out loud. Weeks later, a small community center invited him to speak. No stage. Folding chairs. 20 people. He almost canceled. But he showed up. He told them the truth. America rarely hears that failure doesn't disqualify you. It introduces you. That success isn't about winning early. It's about staying when it hurts. People cried, not because he inspired them, but because he understood them. Word spread. Not fast like fame, slow like respect. Years passed. Ethan never became a billionaire. Never chased perfection. Never pretended failure stopped hurting. But something powerful happened. Schools invited him. Veterans groups asked for him. Factories reopening asked him to speak to workers starting over. He became a symbol not of success but of resilience. A living American legend, not because he never fell, but because he stood up every time without applause. One journalist finally asked him, "Do you still feel like a failure?" Ethan smiled. "I failed at becoming who the world wanted. I succeeded at becoming who I needed." That's the American truth. We forget. Legends aren't born in victory. They're built in silence. In parking lots, in empty apartments, in moments when quitting feels reasonable but staying feels necessary. If you're watching this and you feel behind, you're not broken. You're being shaped. Because in America, failure doesn't end stories. It starts the ones worth telling. Final life lesson. Failure is not your identity. It is your training ground. And if you stay long enough, rise honestly enough one day, your survival will become someone else's hope.